I need to do something very quickly. It is... I've only got high and low. Okay. Medium. Just have none. Have 2. Just have medium. If I hit apply, what's going to happen? Still get 51? No, okay, I get 60 FPS. Okay, right. And this is where the car gets dented, isn't it?
Yep.
Every time. Oh, oh, oh. Yes! Yes! Nice. Right. And then off we go. Do-do-do. It's it's shift boost, isn't it? Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I remember this. Oh, for just one time. I can't believe we spent thousands of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can believe. Very easily.
Mm-hmm.
That came up a lot quicker than I was expecting. How am I doing?
Hmm.
Now there's a specific route right the way to our base, isn't there?
So yeah.
There's a specific route right the way to our base.
To which one?
Well, our territory, the island, the secret
Yeah.
bunker.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, let's say our main headquarters was the one that's the island in the middle of that archipelago sort of area. So no, there's no main road all the way to that. However,
Oh, I remember our island.
yeah. Like Sutherland was just a fire base.
I know, but then there was a fallback point because we decided to claim the bottom right archipelago.
Yeah, so we had the original OG base is Sutherland. We needed, well, we did a few things. We needed some sort of airstrip. I think that was where we went to the right. But the training base was the one that was all the fucking way that you could drive.
Yeah,
to.
all the way to the training base. Yeah, was it Yamaha, something like that?
You could put a waypoint on the map if you want.
Yeah. Right. Now, oh, I did not mean to do that. Now, it was just here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
You won't be able to go that far though. It won't actually take the road one. It might not actually be the road signs of that one, so you might need to go to the other one.
Yeah.
So give it a go, see if it does it. If not, then come up and left slightly. There's one that'll give you that,
Yeah.
and you can have to drive.
I
It's
remember
not
this.
it's not an official road. This is the eat shit corner.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? It's just there we go.
Yeah,
And then
that's eat shit corner. So you fuck this bit up.
yeah, and then it's that
You
bit.
then go to a career and like, was it this one? Is this the?
Yeah, it's
No,
this,
this is the other fuck shit.
yeah, this is this one. You just gotta brake just on the corner.
You overstep this one, you end up flying into the fucking
Yeah.
petrol station.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Got it under control. Nice. It was all about. Sorry.
Do you see why I play with a joystick?
Yeah, I know. I learned to.
Or a controller even.
Yeah, I do learn to just like tap the keyboard and it seems to work. And then there's this one here as well. As long as I do.
Yeah, you overshoot this when you end up
that.
flying through the trees there, and then.
Yeah, and then just cut the corner here, go around.
There's a village as well at the end of this. Still.
Yeah, I know. It's just right on the corner, and then it's an immediate left.
Oh yeah, but like, you're not getting any input, are you? Navigation input. There's no way. There's no actual road markings.
No, I'm doing this from memory. I'm going to go as far as I can from memory.
Okay.
And then you don't accelerate onto the bridge.
No, because it will corrupt.
There you go.
Yeah.
don't accelerate off the bridge either. Well, at least I don't. I used to be the driver, didn't I? Yeah. Feels different doing it on a different keyboard though. With my laptop keyboard, it was a lot easier. Right, and then it's just a sharp left here. So and then just here. We have actual grey matter dedicated to this.
A special place in hell, that's what it is.
And then it's this corner as well. And then, oh, noise. Handled that. I still do that, like, genuine reaction. Still kind of take my finger off the accelerator when I'm coming off a bridge. Probably don't even need to. I always enjoyed doing this drive. And then it's the floating sign number 1. No? No, was it on the corner here? I can't remember.
No. Keep going, it's over the bridge.
Because I know there's 2.
Most signs in this game float, but the actual OG original.
It's this one.
Yeah, it's that one on the right. And me and Sam, one of us would even just try and just KMS it.
Yeah. Just gonna use a little bit of a boost to get up here. And then we'd always use this base up on the right to like switch out the cars, but by now we've absolutely trashed the cars.
Yeah, the cars are completely trashed. It's almost like a vehicle changeover point.
Yeah.
In fact, no, it's not that one. It's the one up on, see the group of lights on the left, the plateaued hilltop?
Yeah.
That was the armoured base, the planned armoured base.
Yeah. And then we had one on top of the hill as well, didn't we?
There was...
Yeah, I'll show you. This is the second floating sign, it's just here, isn't it?
There's one.
Is it this one?
No,
beyond it back there?
And it's a road sign. It's either back at the actual...
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Beyond.
Right there.
There you go.
That's it, yeah. So that's where we normally got the trucks from, or sort of the guns.
Yeah. Then on top of that plateaued hill, that
one up there.
wasn't an official base though. The armoured base that we had was up there, where you can see the pylon now on the right. That was the armoured base. Or proposed armoured base, should I say. Bearing in mind that there was quite a few base ideas that never actually fruitionally actually came up. The tank one was one of them. We had 90% of them never actually inhabited.
No, well, that's because, well...
No, that's just that, but that's just how the cookie went. But you need speed for this hill, otherwise you
gotta floor it as high as you can, otherwise you don't get anywhere. It goes right down to 50 miles an hour.
Only going there, it's genuinely painful. You have to like boost to get up there on top.
Yeah.
See this thing like so it slows down to like 30 or 40 or something.
Yeah.
Stupid. There.
Do you want me to go up there?
I remember the other base we had around here, which was again more of a stop-off base.
The one just down the hill from here, yeah.
Yeah, that was a stop-off.
Do you want me to go up the hill to see the base?
No, nice. I remember it enough.
Okay.
It never really, like I say, we did use it a few times. There's a few times we actually used it as a start point, as an armor rollout, but
yeah,
it never. We never got that far. The only bases we ever officially used as an actual active multi-person group was the training base, and the main HQ, Sutherland.
Yeah,
I believe were the only 3 that ever properly got used. Aside from that, not a lot.
It's this jump here that gets you. You've just got to slow right down, and then
you go into it. Yeah, otherwise you end up up that hill and off,
Yeah.
off into the brush.
Right, so this is the other refueling one.
Yeah, because again, by this point, someone would have eaten shit, probably me
Yeah.
or Sam, by just getting like just go flying off somewhere or racing each other or
Yeah.
they're off the road. Or
There's always
maybe
a
the
pink
other.
truck there, or was it a red truck? Can't remember.
Yeah, your truck was always the one. You always got your truck from there. Normally, we
Yeah.
actually stopped. Even if we weren't bashed up, we'd stop so you could get your truck.
Yeah, 100%. Right, so on this one it's straight over.
Straight over. Yeah, you need to get off this island to
Yeah.
get to the archipelago cross point. I think I remember where you're going roughly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more using muscle memory at this point than anything. There's an awful bridge coming up, isn't there?
Yeah, you need to slow right down for it, otherwise you will eat shit on the bridge. You also need to slow down your approach to it, because it is possible, because the corners to oversteer onto and just literally, like, mount it.
Yeah. There it is. Oh yeah, we always drive into that one by accident sometimes.
Yeah, you drive into that one. That's
Oh yeah, that's it. Way too
that's an
fast.
accidental purpose, but if you come up way too fast, you bounce around, you actually end up like, grinding on that.
Yeah. And then off again. Oh.
Don't quite.
Oh.
That's why we slow down.
Yeah.
I think you have to go right here.
Are you sure? Because I always thought it was straight for this part.
Straight. Oh, that actually matters. Yeah, you go right, look.
Oh, I prefer going left.
So you go right and
But
go.
we used to go down that way, don't we?
Yeah.
And then, and then across that bridge, okay. Right, I don't remember this way at all well.
No, but if you'd have gone, so 90% of our driving actually was going to the main island, which is why we were going to go that way, from muscle memories. We didn't really, we didn't do much driving on this, like.
Oh dear, I'm being shot at.
Someone goes straight from that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say shit though, they're out though, they're in there.
Yeah.
Got a parachute, try and follow you, so just,
This brings back familiar memories.
did they die?
No. He's chasing me.
They probably will, I'm assuming, because there's only going to be like 3 of you on the server.
And I don't have my rockets either, because it's like lock on.
Yep.
This should be interesting.
Backed off a little bit. Yeah, on the base, is it F2 you press and you get like the radar map?
Yeah.
So you're literally the only 2 people on the server.
That's really funny.
That's why it's chasing you.
He'll lose control anyway, unless he's in a vehicle. Oh, sorry, no.
You're going with helicopter or something.
No, he's not going helicopter.
G9.
No, he's in a vehicle. It's cute, but he's going to lose control too much. There we go. There we go.
It's been a bit of time, Gramps. And you go right here, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, right.
Give me that. You just get there.
Yep. Bear with. Pressing wrong buttons here.
We're trying to get rid of him.
No. Gonna spawn a helicopter. But I'm in the wrong menu button for it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that fast enough.
Yeah.
He's shooting at you.
Yeah.
I can't be offensive. I mean, you've only got Bible guns actually.
Yeah.
There you are. You got a sniper rifle.
I know, but I reckon he's trying to snipe me. So I need to get behind some hard cover, which is just there.
Nah, you don't want to flatline yourself.
Yeah.
You just try and use it to get a menu up.
Yeah, well I need to get kind of...
Could have gone for the house back there, so it's not actually following you.
Bear with. Bear with. I love that, how even on... Right, now we've actually got to land. Right, we want heli, and we want to bachelor. There we go. There we go.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yep. Come on.
Come left.
Yep.
No. Fine. Play out like a pro.
There we go. Got him.
He'll come back for you.
He will.
You've entered into a longitudinal fence,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll bring a helicopter next time.
He will as well.
Smart. He'll bring a helicopter.
It was this road, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah.
Was it? Was it this road?
You've come quite far off of it, I think. No, yeah, it was.
Oh, was it this? Was it this turn here?
This turn, but yeah, this turn's where you bailed.
Yeah.
That should still be there. It might have just driven.
No, it's despawned because I've spawned a new one. Where is he
Alright.
spawned?
He's moved himself. He's TP. That's an airport.
Oh, right. So that's me. He's over there. There's other people. You just thought.
I thought there weren't. I can't even see those.
No.
Doesn't have your ping and his ping.
No.
That's his base then. He had a double name, didn't he?
That's cute. That's real cute. Okay, right. So we'll just land. We'll do that again. Right. So we want Jeep spawn. He wants to warp to me.
Because it wasn't a quote-unquote fair fight. Even though fair fights in this game, I found were like genuinely accepting. Because
It's the left turn here, isn't it?
Yeah, left.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not.
Is it? Wait.
No.
No, it's not. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Nothing down it. Did I say yeah or did I say it? Did I say is it?
Sorry?
Did I say yes? Did I say is it? Is it this turn?
Did you say yes?
Yeah, did I say yes or did I say is it? Did I question it?
I don't know.
No.
I think I heard you say yes, which is why I turned around.
Okay, what did you say? I thought my bad. Go left. No. Wrong bridge. No, there will be a left at some point.
Down accelerate. There we go.
You can accelerate onto them ones. These ones are okay to accelerate onto. We'll overdo it.
Nah.
Yeah, the left. It says left. No. I think. Cover it?
Recovered.
It is this left, isn't it?
Is it extra? Oh, it's extra handbrake. Yes.
Did I get that right?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Or is this a way toward base that I'm just,
No, we're going to drive past the base though.
do it? Keep driving. Let's see where we end up.
Yeah.
Were you going to go left there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, we're both going to go left then, I assume that is.
Yeah, because it comes up to a bridge if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you can drive past some bases. I think there's like a base you drive past, which you can like drive through if that makes sense. Because that might be another right. That might be the next time.
It's just left turn here, yeah.
Yes. Why not? I can't remember. Yes, it is. That's the base. To get this right, there's a right coming up. You go left base.
Yeah. Oh. When two players die conveniently close together.
Blew each other up.
Yeah. I do find it annoying that the rocket launcher has been disabled on this server.
It's all about that sniper warfare.
Sorry?
Sure, about sniper warfare.
I know, but I suck at sniper. Like, my whole thing was the rocket launcher. It's like, taken from me. Such a fine art as well.
With a varying degrees of success.
Is it left or right here? I want to say left because the waypoint's over there.
Yes.
We're just going to
There's
yellow it.
definitely something down that way that rings bells. Not a dock down here, is there? Okay. Guy Patrol HQ. You laughed, but there must be a big enough plan because they've got quite a big area.
Yeah. I guess they were an air base. I reckon it's right up here as well. Oh, I know this place. Isn't this where the tiny airport is?
My left.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the tiny airport, I think. It's the non-airport airport.
Yeah.
Rico's parachute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and trying to land a... Is this it? Yeah, there it is. Trying to take off on a bearing on this.
Trying to land a bearing on it.
Oh, you had to try and land it over the top, didn't you?
Sam Airways.
Sam Airways, 100%, mate. Oh man, I miss Sam.
Is he still bartending? Did you get an actual job?
Oh no, he works making biology stuff. He makes COVID vaccines.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, he helps people. He works for a pharmaceutical company. I guess that's what happens when you have a biology degree. It's right here, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sure it is.
To be right again as well. No, it's dead straight out and through. I don't know if you're looking at the map, it didn't actually matter which the other one then linked back up to it.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I prefer staying on the road anyway. Oh, this is familiar. But I mean, most of the roads in this game look the same.
THQ.
Ambush T. Ambushed. Oh, I get it. It's like, DJ, can you handle this? Are we going back on ourselves? Yes, we are.
Yep, it's not the way you thought it was.
No. Unless there's...
I left to it. Confidently F2ing, calling F2 on that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Way off. Go straight on this road.
Yeah.
Keep going on the road, it'll loop back round and then you just go to the left at the next opportunity.
No.
Obviously don't go left, back up the road, then loop round again. I think we made a mistake when we drove past, when we turned into where the little airport is.
Yeah.
And I think that I just assumed the reason that intrinsically happened is because of the little airport.
Yeah.
What's the little airport? Our airbase?
Yeah.
That'd be right then. I think we did use the airport then as an airbase. But I can't remember if the little airport was with, what's his face? The other guy.
Dread.
Dread.
Can't remember.
Was it Penal PD?
Oh, no, he converted to BCBH afterwards.
Yeah, PD, that was it. Then you had the Mr. Dragonfire. That guy?
Yes. Redoration.
Yeah, Redoration. Who were we? Oh, we were just BCBH at that point.
We were BCBH, yeah.
Well, the fledgling, or the fleet thing.
And then it's left here, isn't it?
No. Right.
No.
Turn left, you're gonna go back on the loop.
Oh, poo! I got my. Whoops, whoopsie daisy.
You went map north. Which actually, I think in video games is actual north, but
Yes.
yeah. I think we need to go. Yeah, we need to go back past. So keep going straight and then
Yeah, it's
left.
the next left, yeah.
Yeah. So when we turned off, when I said go left, that was because of this stage.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm fairly certain why we wanted to turn left was because that we've driven to and from these points.
Yeah.
I'm saying the issue is we've driven in quite a lot of areas and we've convoyed to get to places a few times. We've had a few, and to be fair, the area that we're in now is quite common for us to, you know, when you got ambushed but you actually got engaged.
Yeah.
Quite a common place to get shot at. In
I
fact,
know,
that's
wasn't
where
that?
The first time we had Mr. Dragonfire come at us was while we were all three vehicles, us three were driving up.
Why we didn't think it was good to travel in tanks was beyond me. We did later on.
They have low mobility. The only reason we did it later on is because we sort of got, there was those there's a few stages we went through. The first stage was the more realism based stage where we're sort of disregarding that the engine isn't really built for it. There's clearly like exploitative ways of winning. We weren't really playing to those advantages, we were just sort of trying to be realism. Which was the initial BCBH stage. The subsidiary stages where we start travelling in tanks is when we actually just start playing the game to play the game. Yeah, the first group had sort of long died. This was this was when we started getting involved, when PAPD started getting involved with us, as in like negatively.
Yeah.
As in we were fighting each other. And then we saw Dread and then running over like 16 times. Like that.
All the screenshots. But the thing is with that as well is that those factions they weren't in game, were they? I mean they were just Steam factions, Steam groups at the time.
Sort of. PAPD was Steam
There
group.
was-
It was a two-person in-game faction, if I remember rightly. Bearing in mind we were only a two-person in-game faction at this point, verging 3. Actually, I think Sam had sort of gone out of the picture a bit at this point with the PAPD stuff. Or that was when the serious step backwards, sort of we lost it to this sort of when the internets and stuff like that, we started playing elsewhere. But, yeah, that's when we started wising up. After that point is when we started wising up and we sort of go back to sort of trying to prove, that's when you start to try and prove the point. We went for that phase, the proving the point.
Proving point? What do you mean? As in
we
like,
did the proof point stage because it started to get to the point where people were going. It's where we stopped focusing on a clan-based game and just started proving that we were able. We rose to challenge. We rose to verbal challenges.
yeah, and we started wailing on a lot of people.
Yeah, we started warping on people. People. We started getting warped on. We started basically attacking convoys and things like that just to prove that we did it. It's the sort of the seed to the Redoration. That's how Redoration BCBH started. It's also why this was a part of the reason why the invention of the RP chat was there for.
Yeah.
It just turned into the gang warfare almost, if you like.
That was after BCBH was dead though. That was back when we reformed it and Redoration was kicking around.
That was the reformation of what I call a fledgling attempt to reform, i.e. we weren't really bothered you could call it a restoration of BCBH. I'd argue that maybe no.
Oh man, it was more me and you.
Yeah, and Dread was there.
No, Dread wasn't there for the newer stuff.
Dread was there for Redoration.
Was he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Redoration had a split, and you had Blue-Ration or something coming out of it.
Blue-Ration? That was me.
They had a split. Oh, was the Blue-Ration one the one that you created on the cloud?
Yes, I created Blue-Ration for the fun of it.
Or something like that. You joined. I'm pretty sure it was either you created Blue-Ration or you joined Redoration, or both. You did it on the other account you have. Try and sort of fuck with them. But there was definitely a Red. So the prelim, the prelim Redoration versus Art occurred, and then you had Redoration went to war. There was a either it splintered, or there was definitely internal conflict most likely, or another group turned up. I'm fairly certain Blue-Ration was the one turned up. I don't know. I'm assuming then. I don't know if you did. I'm assuming you joined Redoration then as the other one to gather intel. Blue-Ration definitely occurred, but I thought Blue-Ration was a splinter cell from Redoration. They just formed it. So it became like an internal conflict. You have gone the wrong way, by the way.
I know.
If that wasn't it. That's that over there. No, you're looking at it. So close it down. I can help you without doing that. So look to your left. See that there. So you see. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
that little bit.
road. You see the road you need.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Go straight. When you get to the base, turn left. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. Because I think that's when we pulled back. I think that was the waning days of Dread. Because when the Redoration Blue-Ration war kicked off, that was as Dread was waning away.
Because what I remember is it was just me and you, and
by the way.
Yeah, it's left here.
With this little outpost.
It's through here, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, through the outpost. So it's just a checkpoint.
So we wanted people stationed here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we chose this area.
Yeah.
Control the access point. So the waning days of Dread, because we were watching, we observed more at that point, I think. I seem to remember. I can't remember if we actually took Redoration's side at one point.
Well,
you had the reconciliation with Mr. Dragonfire with the bubblegum fight on top of the werewolf at Desert Act 2. Yeah, it was a battle there. That definitely ended in a bubblegum fight. The timeline in my head may be broken for these random events I'm thinking of, but left.
Yep. Right, this is the fun part.
You're going to drive to another base. You're going to drive through
the
the
village
base,
and then to
keep
the
going
right.
straight, and go right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure actually it's the only way the road will go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was definitely the reconciliation with Dragonfire because we had the bubblegum fight, and that's the last thing we ever did against Redoration.
I thought we destroyed them.
They destroyed their self. I think we definitely credited ourselves for it at the time, but when you think about it, it was, again, I'm fairly certain I remember Blue-Ration being a fraction So it was a split. So it was an internal dispute and faction of either it was an internal dispute or it was planned. I.e., someone decided to split from it, and, like come in, have a bit of fun, gather a few people, and split.
Yeah.
Just to create a function for them to do. Bearing in mind that this was again back when the whole, I mean, let's say back when the dynamic hadn't changed. You tried the roleplay chat was going on. People like
We used to just scan that, didn't we?
Yeah, it was put on there because so that you didn't flood the main chat with like faction stuff.
Yeah.
So there was that. It destroyed itself ultimately, like everything, like all the factions in this game. They destroyed. We all destroyed ourselves. It all fell apart from the inside. We just stopped playing or got bored or tried other things or didn't want to follow the rules. This game was literally built for chaos, so it's not surprising. Yeah, you go drive through this base and you keep driving along, you'll drive to a road to the next base and then you're driving literally straight through that next base.
Yeah.
And then after that it dissolves to the final evolution of our life in Just Cause 2, which was just the time passer. There was the revitalization period. I guess the closest thing you can call to a revitalization of BCBH was your flight series. But I can't remember if that took place before or after Redoration. The last proper hurrah of us being faction versus faction, mostly again because factions stopped.
Have I gone the wrong way? No, I haven't. That's good.
You
Yes, I have. Yep. Always do that. Always do that.
you need to follow the road through it and round. Take a right.
Yeah.
As if you're going to turn left, but you never know. You did try and turn left. No, it's left. No, it's definitely right, Josh. No, it's left. It's definitely right. If you can go left if you want, you just end up back on yourself then. Yeah. There you go. Left. Or not. We'll just go straight.
It's definitely left, Josh.
Definitely left. The road you're looking for is this road. You're going to follow this road round and you're going to find another base. You're going to drive straight through
that one, yeah.
So you're going to go up a ramp, straight through and out the back. And that's where the road ceases to be.
Right, so this is the Holtas HQ base. Holtas even, sorry.
So, again, going back through it. Then after that, it became the time passer kind of game. But, so the Redoration was the last sort of faction v faction thing we got involved in.
Yeah, other than that, we just kind of flew around. At that point, we thought that we were above it already.
It wasn't that necessarily, in a sense. I think everyone thought they were above it all. If you notice, faction-based stuff kind of stopped. Bearing in mind this was pre these servers, it was mostly the NerdCube server that was, Ghost Rad in my whip. It was mostly the NerdCube server at this point. It's around about the fall of the NerdCube server where faction-based servers come back with this whole UI of land grabbing.
Yeah.
But again, you have to remember that even this still wasn't faction. Never I'm pretty sure after we did Redoration, faction-based stuff kind of died. In our terms,
did. Yeah.
For us at least, it definitely go straight here. It definitely just stopped, and as a whole, in the servers we were playing, it just wasn't prevalent. So we went from the stage of.
So this is really the beginning, the entrance of the main BCBH. Because
I can't remember if we claimed the whole continent.
We did. We claimed sort of.
Because the HQ is up and left.
Well, that's our base, isn't it?
That was the HQ.
Yeah. So we claimed sort of this area, but then it started moving across. So we sort of wanted this generic area here.
And when you think about it, like when you actually plot all the places we tried to claim, you realise how at max when we actually, because we had the sift process, and this was where the sift process happened, and normally I'm pretty sure we did one batch of recruitment and it pretty much kicked most people went almost because it didn't.
Well, once
play.
Windows 10, well, what was he? Windows 95.
Yeah.
Once he got permanently banned, it was sort of falling to pieces anyway.
It'd already gone at that point, I think. We'd already lost it at that point.
Yeah. What happened? Why did we stop?
It's just people stopped. Well, for one, again, we did a recruitment thing.
Was it?
If I'm being completely honest, I'm fairly certain GTA 5 launched round about this time.
Yeah. Because it was just that summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that happened. Plus, just generically, people stopped playing from our end. We went through a highly selective process. We tried to push the realism element far too much.
Yeah.
We were trying to make it far too complicated, and I think people just saw through it and lost interest. It's around about the time as well where it started. Maybe it wasn't. No, GTA 5 was just coming out, so it can't be around about the time it all started falling apart.
Like, I know that BCBH basically collapsed not long after this.
Yeah, we basically built. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we had plans for GTA 5.
But GTA, so the issue with GTA 5, the PC launch of GTA 5 was definitely after the collapse.
Yeah.
The collapse happened way before that, though. So if it was GTA 5 plans, they weren't solid plans, or they were the 5M plans. No, 5M plans. Scrap that. 5M plans were fucking Oculus.
No, the PC release came before GTA. Sorry, no, before BCBH collapsed. And I'll tell you why. Because I have videos on the YouTube channel of me talking about ideas, and Sam's involved in it.
So the sum total of GTA videos we've got on YouTube, you had the infinite money glitch, unlimited money glitch.
There was the hidden one as well.
I can't see hidden ones.
No.
But tracking the actual general, so if I remembering this correctly, it was the Minecraft. The last thing I remember being the big thing we did was the Minecraft server.
Yeah.
That in time, actually, stand by. Let me just check this.
Right, now there's no actual road up to it, is there? No, there is. There's a small road.
That is revitalized. This is medium.
This is as far as we get, isn't it? There's no further way up.
Stand by. Well, side checking. Keep driving. Oh no, yeah. You've been past it. If you turn around, yeah, the road itself cuts out. But I'm fairly certain you're gonna have to go off road for it. Yeah, basically, yeah. Following actual roads without falling over something. No, you've gone as far as you can go.
Yeah.
To actually climb up, you have to either walk or drive. So see whether it goes a bit grassy.
Wait a
You know
minute.
so where you drove to go around this corner, go back to that. You're not going to save the car, by the way. The car is going to get absolutely smashed trying to get up there, I'm pretty sure. Or is it up? I can't remember. It's either up this bit or it's up. There's a bit like literally there. Not that far, not as far as you went. It's definitely around here somewhere. There's a way. I'm fairly certain we just used to fly up or walk.
Yeah, we used to walk. Because we were going to do our amphibious assault training here.
Probably. The beach landing place was the fucking whatchamacallit island.
The island.
The island. Lost Island.
Oh yeah, good old.
That was the beach because there's an actual beach landing-y bit.
Hmm.
Like a proper bunker system and stuff like that.
We claimed Lost as well, didn't we?
Yep. That was later though. That was definitely a later one. That's the dread phase as well. Use the drift pad. Remember the drift pad?
The drift pad.
Yeah, the field.
Yes, my beautiful field.
Or you could do like long haul drifts. I need to check something. I need to check that. So find the Wix website.
Sorry, the Web's website. Webs, not Wix.
Not Wix. Any of the forums. The one with the fucking.
The Webs.
What's that? The Webs.
Yeah, 100% Webs.
Is it just the same, but like the Wix one, but instead of .wix, it's .webs.
BloodCouldBeHeavy.webs.com.
Because that's got me. Who there?
Yeah, then go to forums.
Ah, yeah, I got it.
Yep, and then you can actually see my personal blog there.
Yes. So.
And now I document mostly everything in sort of the last 2 or so forum. Oh, sorry, the last
right,
2
yeah,
posts. I'll put dates on them and everything.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I've got the date then. So now I know the date. I can backtrace it, and yes. In fact, yes, I am correct. This happened pre-GTA.
Did it?
Based on the videos I've got access to, yes. Because, again, like I said, the last thing that we did officially... Stand by, actually, let me double check. I might be wrong, actually. Give me 2 seconds. 2 sweet seconds.
I've only gone and done it. I've only gone and done it.
Yeah, right. So the last video pre the official, as described by yourself, end of BCBH is the Just Cause 2 flight school.
Really?
In 2014. Which may actually have been around about the time the GTA 5 Online came out, to be fair, for PC. No, actually, we don't. No. To be fair, actually, we may have actually been planning. You may be right, because GTA 5 PC was 2013, so that would have given us a year. So no, you may be right. I don't remember doing much in terms of like big old BCBHy stuff on GTA. That might just be that might just be memory. Stand by. Let's just go.
We did have BCBH, didn't we?
No, we definitely did, because there was definitely a group.
Yeah, because if you check out the new website,
which is
the Wix one, it's got the icon that was made in the
Bible projects, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But is this one? Is it this one?
And then this is the training grounds.
Ah, look. There you go. Yes. Now remember, it was officially a project of BCBH because it was supposed to be my project.
Yes, it was.
That. Although it's key to note, it's a good timestamp. Your name is Equinox, not Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Well, it gives you a good timestamp. More for a timestamp rather than point. So you probably could backdate that my training. No, yeah. But like I say, this definitely did not get far, because you can tell on the basis of the names of the ranks.
So someone I think has just spawned on me.
I think there's a way to spawn on people without them to request it. Or they may have just spawned it. We are at our base. Yeah, so you may that's fair. You may be right. Again, I know there was definitely a project. I don't remember that many videos, though. That's the issue. But yeah, so the last video on the channel we've got before the official, because there's a there was a semi-revitalization under our Barlow Square attempt. First thing we recorded since it all went south.
We have hostiles in the area. Sending
no
all
kidding.
available units.
Tom Jones, I love you. He's trying to shoot grenades at me up a hill. Got him. Oh, has he spawned a helicopter? He has as well. Okay. Oh, he bailed. Oh, I clipped him with my wing and I've got most of his health down. He spawned another plane.
Why go over? You can go under.
I got him. Oh dear. That's 2 times I've killed him. I shot him out the plane a couple of times as well. Still defending our territory. So yes, you've got the time.
Ah. Yeah, because I'm trying to match it up. No, I was wrong. No, it can't have been. We can't. No, Grand Theft Auto. Like we had the plan. The plan was there.
Yeah.
But no, according to this, April 2015 was when Microsoft Windows officially released, when GTA 5 officially released onto that.
So maybe.
It was a combined sort of issue project of multiple platforms having a, no synchronomy on the platform edging.
Yeah, it could have just been me and you on it, and we could have just forgot about Sam.
No, Sam was definitely. So Sam was there. This is post BCBH. This is when like this is the post Fallout zone level of awfulness, or the first. So from memory, it would have been the first Easter/summer, early summer after, like at the end of first year college.
Right.
Roughly would be when. So Sam, this was what I like to call when we went back to just playing games. That brief interlude. Because then which came first? BCBH was still sort of a thing. It was the group we were using, but we weren't a YouTube community at that point. It's kind of difficult to when you actually think about it and try and track it up until the actual what you call the official end of it. That's sort of the YouTubey, Minecrafty mix. It doesn't officially. I still am an avid believer of the fact that technically it evolved, and it always has been evolving since. It's just evolved into different forms. I'd probably say that's where the community aspect sort of first takes roots. Because you have the re-attempt must, but it's not really an attempt. It sort of fizzled out quite fast. Long story short, the thing I think we should learn from the BCBH is we're not video makers.
Sorry?
We're not good at longevity when it comes to videos, and we should definitely give up. Oh, okay, cool. So, would you like to know what the last official thing we did before the closure, or the last project?
Go for it.
Guns of Icarus.
Really?
Yeah, Guns of Icarus. Because you talk about waiting for Adventure, which, ironically, I guess when you think of it now, hindsight, we've been waiting a long time. Adventure mode was first around 2015. Was Adventure mode the one that was the free world one, wasn't it?
Yeah, to really turn into that.
Yeah, that never happened. Yeah, so 2015. So basically, up until that point, we've been playing. So Guns of Icarus sort of dominated the end point. The GTA. Yes, GTA 5 PC wasn't coming out until 2015. So anything GTA 5 related we have is post the end. Yeah, the last video on that time frame is Flight School. Then you have the series of GTA 5 video PC ones, but those are all single player Rockstar Editor ones, with the exception of those like Pure, I think. And Speed Tricks as well. Yeah. So all this time, keeping in a dogfight.
Yep.
Killed him yet?
Dare I? Yeah, I've killed him twice.
Ah,
He keeps bailing.
failing, respawning, and
Well, no.
the infinite guy. It's like helicopter barrels, the infinite guy. Yeah, so to categorise it, yes. Last official project was Guns of Icarus.
Oh. You would have knew.
But this brings me to my point, back to my point of, like, it did kind of, like, I understand that it did end. Phase 1, as I like to sort of now look back on it and think about it, did. Phase 2 was sort of me and you come back with a tentative sound. It was less, it was, but again, that was, the shift happened again. I argue Phase 2 BCBH was supposed to be more community focused at the start of the community focusing. So then out of that you get Oculus and what was the other one?
That's all I remember.
Cloud and Oculus sort of come out of Phase 2 BCBH. Because it never flatlined again. It didn't flatline since then. Since the return, it's never flatlined properly, or as bad as the first time. Does that make sense? I don't think it has, at least. I don't remember it having flatlining. Beyond us obviously not being able to achieve anything like that. Like I said, Aegis is the apex of everything that's happening.
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot more successful.
Maybe that's just come with age, trial and error. Fuck knows. But no, my point in memory or point in sentiment is that you think about it. Phase 1 died, and that's where we get the stream of death and horror. Phase 2, which is the GTA sort of phase, because that's where GTA picks up. Because we spent a long time on GTA Online. There were definitely several phases of BCBH / Cloud / Oculus. Did you finally give up on that, or did you just KMS?
No, I pressed the wrong button.
My man.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting up early-ish tomorrow
Raj.
to respond to my wife.
Before 10.
Yeah. I remember when I first had to get up at 4:10.
And you have to watch it, you start appreciating like genuine night sleep more.
I've lost him.
Crazy idea, bad pitch, but going to sleep at like. In fact, actually, if you stayed up for another hour and then finally fell asleep at about 2, work yourself up to 7, that's part of an interlife of my life. Bearing in mind you'd have been up since 7 that day. You'd be just, in fact you'd be in the last hour. If you had a good relief, you'd be in the power hour now.
There we go.
So imagine you've got another hour of staying awake. And you're in the bed at like 1:45. Well, by the time you finish walking back, go with your bus and all that, about 2 o'clock. You go to bed, have to go, start basically trying to get sleep from 2 and wake at 7. And then go back to work at 8. Then go back on watch at 12. Then come off watch at 4. To then go do rounds, clean up rounds, and then go to bed. Then wake up at, I wake up about 1. I go good wake up, bit of a chill out before going on watch. And go on watch from 1:45 to 8. And go to bed again until 11. Wake up, go back on watch, go to work after lunch, go back on watch at 4:45, go 4:45, and then you're off all night. There you go, that's the brief nostalgia we were right like. You need to stop getting nostalgic in this game.
Sorry?
You legit need to stop getting. Every time you boot this thing back up, we always end up back on that old website.
We do, we really do.
Genuinely. It's always the same conversation.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, that's the introspective view I think I've come to adopt on BCBH. Ever since phase 2, it never seems flatlined. It kind of just sort of bounced, and then this sort of ecosystem defined the balance. Hopefully, not just hopefully thus far.
I'm hoping that Aegis will be around for a while. Has he finally? Oh, he's over there.
Yeah. He could be a dick right now.
Sorry?
Could be a massive dick right now.
Sorry?
Could be a dick and bring your fight to him.
That's what
I'm doing. No. You're a dick. Yeah.
He's coming to me, mate.
Yeah, merge. But, yeah. I don't think they're going anywhere. At the very least, I don't think Garrett or Cap are going anywhere anytime soon. Everyone else who's sort of just got bored of it is tripping out, but that doesn't surprise me on some level, because most people are leaving on the VR chat leaves.
Yeah, it's because I've been doing lots of @here's recently.
Yeah.
And no one likes those.
No. Almost pointless to do them, though.
So not @here's, @everyone.
Everyone. We can go back to using the @shout subscribe. Maybe we avoid using the shout box to that extent and go back to the @shout subscribers.
Yeah.
You say that. So you had there was a bit. Okay, so there's a shout box for Twitch when we did publish Twitch, but that wasn't everyone. That was just generically in there. Then you added the post before that about the two-handed update is. That was an everyone. Then you had @shout subscribers, but then followed by a regular post. Yeah, no, actually there has been. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I see it. Yeah. Yeah, scrolling up. Yeah, there's been a lot of that things. So maybe just about shout subscribers. Mostly because, as much as I know we want to get as much exposure out there, it's clearly not working. We've got lots of people like.
He yeeted.
Huh?
Oh, he bailed. He tried to take me with him.
Yeah, so I'd go back to shouts because I think generically it needed to Garrett to get involved in it.
Yeah.
Regards to VR chat and trying to pull people in, it may work. It may yet still work.
No, I'm a bit tired of it because I think all they play is that game.
That's what I think. We were talking about this the other day, and I think I've accustomed myself to the fact that it's a social output. I mean, I don't think, let me rephrase that. I don't think that is the only game they play. That, you know what I mean? I'm fairly certain that I don't think it is. But what I do think You still only got bubble guns.
Man's got bubble guns, but man wins.
Now kill him with the bubble guns.
Sorry? I can't kill
No.
him with bubble guns.
No. You said you got bubble guns to win. Now kill him with bubble guns.
No.
But you want to get your mouth is.
I did just put my mouth where my money is.
Yeah, with your sniper rifle. Then you said you got bubble guns and killed him. No.
No, I said I have them and I still won. I didn't say I'm using them to win.
Touche.
There we go. Right, I'm gonna... This entire time I've been videoing, so I'm gonna stop that.